and correct you on something that you've said a couple of times that's already been proven not to be true by even Snopes.
What's that?
Well, in J.D. Vance's book, he never talks about a couch, Brian.
I never
even mentioned.
I never said in his book he talked about a couch. I was making a joke. What's wrong with you? Don't you have a sense of humor? Do I really think that?
Well, like
do I really? No. Hold on.
The golden shower thing with Trump.
Hold on.
Y'all are perverted in your mind.
So first of all, don't talk to me about perversion when you support the guy who has unprotected sex with a porn star 2 weeks after his wife has a child. And hold on. I'm not done yet. The guy who bragged about going into 15 and 16-year-old female locker rooms when he ran pageants. By the way, Donald Trump went on the Howard Stern show. Hold on. Donald Trump went into locker rooms when he ran pageants and bragged on the Howard Stern show about going into locker rooms with 16-year-old girls naked. Would you call that perverted? Yes or no? It's a very simple question.
Did we know about that in 2016? I think we knew about that in
Excuse me. I didn't ask you.
Yeah, sir, we did.
Patrick, I need you to focus, okay? I didn't ask you when we knew about it. That wasn't the question. The question was, would you consider being perverted when somebody brags about going into female locker rooms, pageants of teenagers? Yes or no?
They're getting dressed.
I'm asking you a question and I'd like an answer. Do you think that's perverted?
No, not at all, Brian.
It's not. Okay, got you. Yeah, you're very hold on, Patrick, you see you're very fair, Patrick. So going into locker room. No.
I got a question.
You're going to wait before your stupid question. You call into this show and I make a joke about J.D. Vance sexually assaulting couches, which is obviously a joke. I don't believe he's sexually assaulting couches, and I actually think it's funny. And we're not joking about sexually assaulting women. That would be wrong because there's nothing funny about that. But you think that's inappropriate and you think that's perverted. Okay, that's your opinion. You're entitled to it. I disagree with you. But then when I ask you something in real life, the orange turd who you support, and he openly bragged on the Howard Stern show about going into female locker rooms of teenagers. He also said that they were getting dressed and some of them were naked, and they, quote, let him do it because he ran the pageant, and he bragged about it on the Howard Stern show, but that's not perverted. Patrick, when I call you a hypocrite and an idiot, that's why. Why can't you just say, you know what, that's inappropriate and that's wrong? You think it's okay for somebody to go into a locker room with teenage girls that are undressing and you can't admit that that's perverted? What the hell is wrong with you?
All right, can I make a statement, Brian?
When you answer my question and answer it honestly and stop trying to, I don't know if you're trying to be funny because it's not funny. What if that was your daughter? Do you see anything wrong at all with somebody not given permission when the girls don't know, going into a female locker room when they're undressing? Are you okay with that? Answer the question, yes or no. And don't try to be funny about it.
Why does it even matter if I'm okay with it?
Why won't you answer the question, you frickin' MAGA coward? Answer the question, and I'm going to ask it one more time. And if you don't answer it honestly, I'm going to move on to the next caller. Because it's okay to have differences of opinions. I don't mind that at all. And then I'll let the conversation continue. But you are going to answer this question because now this is the 5th time I've asked it. You were so upset that I made a joke about J.D. Vance sexually assaulting a couch. That got you so upset that you used your little MAGA fingers to call in. I'm going to ask you one more time, and you better answer honestly because I'm going to lose a lot of respect for you if you don't. Not that I had any respect for you to begin with. Donald Trump owned pageants. In this case, it was a teen pageant. And without getting permission from any of the girls that were undressing, he went in there. How do we know this? Not only eyewitnesses and women that have talked about it, that at one time were teenagers, but Trump bragged about it on the Howard Stern show. So I will ask you one more time. Are you okay with, and do you think it's appropriate for somebody to go into a female locker room, teenage girls that are undressing, and for that person to go in there because they own the pageant, to look at teenage girls naked and then gloat about it? Are you okay with that, Patrick, or do you think that's inappropriate or perverted, as you would say?
It's not a concern to me, Brian. It happened over 20 years ago.
Then get lost. Oh, okay, because it happened 20 years ago, it's not a concern to you. Patrick, you're a MAGA deplorable coward is what you are. So if something happened 20 years ago, you're okay with it. So if somebody got prosecuted for rape It happened 20 years ago, so you're okay. So I'm sure you're okay with all the rapes that Bill Cosby committed. As long as it happened 20 years ago, it's okay. Patrick, you're a complete idiot. You call into this show and you have a problem with me making a joke about J.D. Vance sexually assaulting couches. You think that's inappropriate. But yet you're okay with your MAGA turd rapist leader going into locker rooms with teenage girls that are naked without getting permission to do so. As long as it happened 20 years ago, you're not concerned with it. That's okay. But if a radio host makes a joke about J.D. Vance sexually assaulting a couch, which was a joke, by the way, that's inappropriate.